My name is Linda, and today we're going to be talking about our digital filing system and how to make it work for us and work smarter, not harder. So this is our filing folders on our computer. I am using Windows 7. It's not to be confused with Internet Explorer. That is what we use to search the Internet. But our file folders or our Windows Explorer button will help us explore the files on our computer. So I am now in my folders for my genealogy reports and all of my genealogy images, and we're in my death certificates folder. So here we're going to be working on my grandfather's death certificate. Right now it doesn't give me a lot of information about that. I have his last name, his first two initials, and that it's a death certificate. Not a whole lot of information. And many of you, when you do pull this up, this window will be down here like this. So you've probably seen it, but you don't maybe pay a lot of attention to it. So what I want you to do is take it and just expand it up a little bit so you can see the details of everything you can find out about this file just by looking down here that may not show us up here. It's going to show me the size of the file in dimensions. Well, that's not shown up here. It shows me a title. That's not up here. But what you can do is you can right-click anywhere along this top bar and click on the More. This is going to give you all of the different things that you can add to this title bar and be able to see it at a glance. Now, I don't add a lot up here because I want to be able to see quickly what I'm looking for. So all I really look at is the type of file I have, maybe the size, and then I use the tags and the comments boxes. Now, if your window does not look like this, what you'll want to do is hit this drop down over here. It gives you different views of your files. You can view it by just seeing the icons. You can set it up to see just the list of files. Maybe you don't have anything else there. Then you can also see the tiles where you actually see small images of everything. But I like to see the details because this down here shows me a picture, so I don't need the pictures up here so much. Now, if I want to find anything out about this death certificate, where did I get it? I don't know. It doesn't tell me here. The only way I'm going to be able to find out is to go into my legacy program, which is the program that I use. And I'm going to go into my sources, and we're going to scroll down here to death. And it is a death certificate. So here's where I got the information because this is the source that I attached to that death certificate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of that. I can take out what I don't want or what I don't feel is necessary or needed in my Windows Explorer later on. Now, Legacy will not let you right-click and copy here, so you have to use the shortcut keys with the Control key and the C key. So again, Control C will allow you to copy anything that you've highlighted, and I've highlighted it. So we can go ahead and close that out. We'll go ahead and close that and minimize that. So now I have my death certificate highlighted. I'm going to go down here in this box below, and in my comments section, I'm going to do a Control V as in Victor, which is going to paste what I just copied, and there's everything that was in my legacy source. Then I'm going to hit the Save button. And it should show up. There it is. So there's my comments, and it tells me up here and down here. Now, if I wanted to search, say I had 1,200 death certificates, and I wanted to find one. Well, I don't want to scroll through 1,200 death certificates. So with tags, tags are searchable, just like any part of your file name is searchable. So if I go up here to the search box and I just type in the last name DB, it is now filtered everything in my death certificates that has the word DB in there. You see there's two tags where it's highlighted. It's highlighted in the names here, and it's on these as well because they're a death index. And if I expand this out, you'll see why. They're on a death index screen. And they probably have some of the DBs in there as well. But it should pull everything that references that name. If I were to just type in AP, then it's only going to pull up one. And that's the one we're working with. And if I click on it, there it is. There's our footnotes. So I can go ahead and take this out. So we're seeing everything that I need to see here. And this is the certificate we're working on. So I want to add some tags. So what kind of tags do I want to add on this? I can use what's in the file name. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'll go ahead and type in the word DB. And you do need to have them separated not by a comma, and I can't think of what it's called, but it's not the semi-comma maybe. Maybe it's a semi-comma. So we'll type in the last name. I'll go ahead and put his initials in, and then I'll spell his first name. And it's pronounced Aurelius. And we'll put that in there. Now I know this is a Minnesota death certificate, so I can type in Minnesota. And then maybe I forget and I type in the abbreviation for Minnesota. I could put in the date of the death certificate. So let's just go ahead and open that up. And I believe he died in 53. Okay. So then I can go ahead and see I didn't save it and came off of it, and I've lost all my tags. So you always have to make sure you hit that save button. So let's try this again. So we've got DB, AP, Aurelius, and then we said Minnesota, and then we said the date, 1953. Okay. And you can continue on and you can put additional tags in there. Maybe I want to tag who gave the information. I might want to tag who his wife was. You can put tags in there for whatever you want, and then you click Save. Now my tags are in here, and when I search, let's search for Minnesota, MN. There we go. There he is showing up. And then there's the two Minnesota death certificate or death indexes that I have in here as well. So that's how you do the tagging and the searching and comments. So this helps explain when you look at a file where you got it from, which I found from somebody on one of the groups I'm on. They were actually said they put their source in the comments box, and I thought that was a very neat idea, so I told them I was going to borrow it and put it in my webinar or in my video here. So I cannot remember her name, but I do want to thank her. So you can rate if this is a very good copy. You can rate the copy. You could also use this rating as, is it a good source or is it like a secondary source? Many different things that you can do. You can add a title to this if you'd like. If you took a picture, you can put your camera model number in there. You can put the subject. The subject could be death certificate. Now, you don't have to fill out all of these blanks. By all means, use the ones that you want. And there we go. There's my footnotes. Okay, I saw those missing and I want to just make sure. So this gives you a lot of information down here, and hopefully this video has helped you see the value of using your Windows Explorer or your file folders to help you identify and search for files that you have, as well as keep your file names down to something small. You don't have to have all your information in that file name. You have other places you can put that information. on the file. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great afternoon.